How about a tour of the duck barn? So we come in here, we've got oyster shell in there. We've got one of their carriers that they enjoy using as like a nesting box there. One of the PVC pipe feeders I built them. Another one of the feeders that I built them. Got some drip trays right here with their water buckets on them. Water bucket and a feeder right there for some of the drakes. We've got Bill in there right now, but Kevin and Alvin going with him at the end of the day. Over here we have our others, where we have Torgo in there with Mr. Sprinkles and Waffle, the two Hookbill brothers. Got a loft up here. Got these little solar-powered pendulum lights I've hung up here to brighten it up in here. At some point in the near future, I'm going to be putting an exhaust fan and an intake fan on I'll have the exhaust fan up there to blow warm air out in the summer, and then I'll have the intake fan somewhere in here down below on the other side of the loft, so it keeps, there's better air circulation between the intake and the exhaust that way. But we've got more of these carriers set up as nesting boxes. We've got oyster shell and grit back there for the general population. We've got our hookbills in here, two of them anyway. That's Melgert here, our first drake, and Fenna, our first hookbill hen. She's sitting on eggs right now, and he's guarding them. And then, of course, here we have Bridget and Mary Jo, our geese, and then they have their little drip tray for their water and their feed, and oyster shell is back there. And then we have another one right there. We've got our trash pile we've got to pick up. And then we've got their feed and snacks in those cans. And we're back there at the man door. These double doors here open out into the garden, so we can take their bedding out there and throw it out as mulch. And that's pretty much the duck barn. Isn't that right, Bridget? Isn't that right, Mary Jo? You don't care.